Alright, let's that was an exciting game. So while we're waiting, have a look at some title player games with me. Zong. Who's Zong? DrDubious, okay. Why did I play E4? I wanted a bit of variety. Let's try and get a hacking game. Maybe bishop E3. Bishop. Oh no. What about knight F5 here? D6. Knight F5 looks interesting. For G4. I think an early Kasparov game I saw in a book had this kind of variation of it. Sometimes I think sacking on D5. And bishop G5 here. Knight D5, tempting. If Queen A5, maybe just bishop D2. I guess I should slow down again. I'm playing this too quickly. But I suppose there's not too many options. I seem to have blundered a piece. Oh dear. Okay, so bishop F6 and Queen F3 maybe. And it's not that bad for the piece, I suppose. This has got a killer move here. Maybe check. Queen A5 check. Alright, go down a piece. Whoops. Moving too quickly in the opening. So I thought knight F5 was a great idea, maybe not. From that opening, oh dear, knight F5. Knight takes B4. Feels good. So now, is he playing quickly or something, or is there something cunning about that? Queen A5, A3. I think I just get my piece back. Yes. So knight D3 might be pleasant enough. Knight D5 is an option, but Queen A5 is B4. If bishop D5 though, ED, and there's bishops on that diagonal. Queen A5 there, King D1 is not that pleasant. So maybe Knight D3. Go with Knight D3, I think. At least I got my piece back. I think exchange of blunders this morning. Okay, so G4, just clamp down, or bishop E2, and maybe bishop E2, then castle, and then rook C1 and C3, that sort of thing. Okay, so bishop G4 is my nasty little surprise if I castle. So H3 probably a good safety precaution, unless there's a brilliancy I missed. I think H3. Okay, so I managed to avoid losing a piece with a routine move. Amazing. So both sides have blundered a piece so far in this game. How many blunders can be made in the same game? So if I castle and rook, talking major blunders, castles and rook, C1 for C3 as the plan. Oh dear, no, he's stopping that. What about b4? I can play b4 here. That's a big thing about knight d3, that I can play b4 actually. I can sack c2 here. I think I have to get a bit of pressure, get rook c7, then is he really going to take that? I guess he might. Where is his king in the castle? Thinking about it, or thinking about castling queenside, or if the knight ever moves, maybe knight c5. So rook c1. Queen c2, rook c1. Okay, so rook c1 anyway. Actually, c4 takes, and there's no knight e5 or anything. Nope. What about a4 and a5? There's another plan. Or knight moves, then knights. Nope, there's no bishop c4. I'm being sat on here actually. I don't know what actually to do in this position. My king's coming under assault. Okay, so no immediate threat, I think. But there could be a pressure build up soon. So I don't know about bishop f1 just in case for a moment. Or a4, c3 takes. There's rook a3 there. So a4 might be good to prepare c3. Takes rook a3. When he doubles, I play bishop f1. Okay. If he doubles like rook g7, rook g, I play bishop f1. So I want to play c3, dc, rook a3. And c2. Right. Dangerous position. What about b5, this diagonal? This diagonal here. So bishop f1, b5. He's always got a5 if he wants. Yep, I don't know. I think I definitely need another coffee, I think, after this game. So bishop f1 or c3 or a5. Right, bishop f1 sort of prophylaxis against doubling rooks, well, in advance, defensive advance. b5, a5, and there's no knight b4. a5, b5, and that might be okay. I'm sort of tying down the knight and restricting it. If the knight ever moves, knight c5. Fixing pawns on light squares might be good because I've got a light square bishop. So a5, b5 positionally might be okay. So he's going to double rooks. Alright, I think a5 it is. Try and play c3. c3 takes. Oh. Right, then is a6 is surely weak now. So knight f4, knight e5, these things are coming into the equation. At the moment it's protected, it's just worth bearing in mind knight f4s. So knight c5 is also facilitated, more logical on a6. So why did he do that? Why didn't he just play b5? Strange. He's just exposed a6. Aha. So he's on e4. There is knight c5. Queen b4. He's going to start winning another piece if I'm not careful. B5 here. Let's try and double rooks for rook a7. I think b5 is interesting. I want this diagonal as well for the queen. Play b5. So I'm going to play rook a1, rook a7, maybe knight b4, queen a3. That's the general plan. Just get to his king like that. So rook a7, knight b4, queen a3. Okay. Plan in action, losing c2. Though, but I get this knight b4 in. I suppose there's queen c3. Probably being over optimistic here. Queen c3 is going to be a pain. Okay. Knight d5 check. Knight a6 loses to queen a7. And there's queen a3 check there. No, I don't think so. Queen a3 might support rook c1. Can't see anything too wrong with queen a3 here. Bishop h3. There's still rook c1, so I'll go for that. So queen c3, there's actually double check, knight d5 double check. So I'm threatening rook c1, so this diagonal could be sensitive. If I just shift that queen away, it goes to d6 though, there's knight c6 check. So actually this looks good, it's like checking queen and king. There's queen a3. So bishop h3, too late with rook c1 I hope. Well, there's knight c6 check here, winning the queen. Also mating actually if I want, rook a8. Knight b8, oh, queen d6 is good enough. Oh dear, what a game. Oh, I definitely need another coffee after this game. It was just hilarious, the blunders, I don't know. I don't know, I just stumble totally. Just blundering a piece in the opening. Oh dear. Okay, he's resigned anyway, so yep. Just blundered an entire piece quickly in the opening. What was I thinking here? d5, don't try this at home. Bishop g5. He just plays d4. Maybe this would have been okay if I played bishop takes f6, because if queen takes knight d5 is a tempo gain. But no, I play knight d5 instead, just going a whole piece down, and he returns the compliment pretty soon with this bishop b4 check. So, friendly game it is. Just giving each other pieces for a laugh. Okay, I didn't want to give him this one after castling bishop g4. I didn't want to move my king. He didn't want to take c2. This diagonal was potentially dangerous, so I was glad, I think, with some of these moves anyway. Pleased with this. I don't know what his idea is here. He's given me, instead of it being blocked up, he's given me access to a7 after all that. And now the diagonals become critical. Comments or questions on YouTube? By the way, I'm at 2159. I wonder if that's close to my peak anyway. I think I've recovered from that loss yesterday. This is my peak, 30th of Jan 2012. This is my peak rating. And if for those interested in stats, as I say, there's only 7 people above 2300 last time I looked. So this ranking on the 15-minute pool is now ranked 37 at 2159. Ranked 37 out of 2,679 total. So this has been a lot of work to get here, but it's good fun anyway. So comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.